Concerns are growing over the situation of women in Afghanistan after a rare protest in the country's western Herat province turned violent. Demonstrators had gathered to voice their opposition to the reported detention of women and girls over alleged dress code violations. According to reports, Taliban forces opened fire during the protest, resulting in casualties, including a woman and the child. The incident has once again drawn attention to restrictions on women's rights and the challenges faced by those speaking out against Taliban policies. Take a look.
Nearly 5 years after returning to power, the Taliban continue to tighten restrictions on women and girls across Afghanistan. From banning secondary and higher education to limiting employment, public participation and freedom of movement, the regime has imposed some of the world's harshest restrictions on women. Human rights groups have repeatedly warned that Afghan women are being systematically pushed out of public life, while dissent against these policies is often met with the intimidation, arrests and violence. The latest example of this repression unfolded in Afghanistan's western Herat province, where a Taliban crackdown on alleged dress code violations sparked a rare public protest. Dozens of women and local residents took to the streets to oppose the detention of women and girls accused of not complying with the Taliban's strict interpretation of Islamic dress rules. According to reports, Taliban security forces responded by opening fire on the protesters, turning a peaceful demonstration into a deadly confrontation. At least 2 people, including a young boy, were killed while several others were injured. Witnesses described the scenes of panic as demonstrators fled the area amid gunfire.
It turns out the Taliban seem to have, as per reports, killed 2 people in protests against the hijab in Herat. Now we need to remember Herat is in fact a Shia majority town in the west of Afghanistan near the Iranian border. In my visit there, I found it to be perhaps the most permissive of most of the major Afghan cities. Now, the one thing we need to remember is Afghanistan is not a democracy. You can't just come out on the street and protest for anything at all. The curious thing, of course, is the video that we have is very limited. There are photographers who are claiming 2 dead. There are people who are claiming 2 dead. We don't have any videos so far, and in a age where everything gets recorded, we need to treat these reports with caution. That said, again, I repeat, Afghanistan is not a democracy.
As restrictions tighten and opportunities for women continue to diminish, the incidents underscores the broader crisis for confronting Afghan society, one marked by repression, fear and an uncertain future for millions of women and girls.
We also need to remember that, the protests against hijab, they are not new. They have happened before also in Afghanistan. I think this has been the most severe reaction to it so far. But we also don't know what the caliber of protest was. Was it a large protest? Did it get violent? So on and so forth. I would really await more details.
The crackdown comes at a time when Afghanistan is grappling with multiple challenges, including a worsening humanitarian situation, widespread poverty, food insecurity, and international isolation. According to aid agencies, millions of Afghans continue to depend on humanitarian assistance, while economic hardship and unemployment remain widespread across the country. Instead of addressing these pressing challenges, the Taliban have devoted significant resources to enforcing social restrictions and curbing civil liberties, particularly for women and girls.